What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 25 of my Total Warhammer 3 Valkia the Bloody Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, we continue to make headway as Valkia has taken Prague, we have vassalized Throg, and we continue trying to destroy or take over the north, getting more vassals as we go. Of course, we are embroiled in the middle of a war with Archaon, but he does only have 2 Dark Fortresses remaining, and once we have those, we'll have another vassal under our belt, which is going to be quite nice. There's also a village that we could potentially vassalize and a Kolek. Though they are fairly far, I feel like I do want Valkia to fight them. The thing is, we also want to subjugate the Hell Pit before we go over there, so hopefully it won't take too long. Otherwise, we've got a lot of stuff to do in this particular turn, so let's begin with that. Harald, you need to start moving north, so let's put you into, let's say, an encamp stance and send you up here. Man, I really wish I could transfer dragon ogres that we get from, I don't know, any of these territories out to this territory, because I think this army, Kailas's army, if it survives the attack on Ekugax, is going to be our dragon ogre army. We need to find some mountainous terrain. Ah, Stormvrak Mount. Your mountain. Okay, okay. Maybe we'll hang out around Stormvrak Mount a little bit. And then maybe we'll try to move to the Mountains of Morn, wherever we can collect dragon ogres, basically. And we do need to be, well, I don't think we necessarily need to be in mountainous terrain, but it does increase the chances. Anyway, that's you. We'll attack with Ekugax last. As in, the last thing we do this turn. You, assassin, can keep assassinating, because that's what you like to do, as I understand it. Are you on guard? Oh, you are on guard. Okay, well, you're not assassinating that one, then. Try... and Jos Farillis here. Alright, and damn, Morathi is doing real good. I'm really just waiting for her to lose a few armies, which would be great. And oh wow, even more success chance. Very nice. Our assassins are quite good, aren't they? Alrighty, and Tyro Godslayer, you got 7 turns remaining, but we need to actually make use of this right now. And the reason for that is the fact that we will soon be rid of these guys here, and we'll start having to... oh, damn, Kuchar. That's unfortunate. We'll be rid of these guys, which means we will need to head out to Ulthuan, or wherever we go next, with these guys. Well, except for Kuchar, I guess. He is gonna be back in 5 turns, though, so I think we'll still have steel tech, but ouch. Indefinite ouch. Also, Rel Morspig. You, my friend, And I just realized we could potentially get some allied stuff in this army. Oh. Wait, if we were to ally with Skarbrand, we could get more Khornate units in this army, couldn't we? More bloodletters. Maybe we should try to find Skarbrand. It'd be nice for him to be Valkia's vassal as well, after all. Wait, can Skarbrand even be vassal? Yes, of course he can. I vassalized him in my Kairos campaign. Yeah, okay, well, that'll be something. Anyway, Lewin. Oh, wait, on the other hand, the Legion of Chaos were refused, right? They would rather die. They couldn't be subjugated. So maybe these guys could vassalize, but they can't be subjugated. So we'd have to pay. Certainly something to consider. Actually, speaking of paying, you have a Marauders of Khorne here, which can get replaced by a Chaos Warriors. We still need a few aspiring champs in here as well, but for now... Now you're rank 4, you could also almost be upgraded. You know what, I'll just keep you as you are. You're fine. You're probably going to get replaced by an aspiring champion, and it's not going to change anything. Alrighty, now, Rel, you are not going to move right now, but you... Kailas Malphasdire. Let's see if we can make this happen. So I think the first thing that we want to do here... if we're going to make this the Dragon Ogre army anyway, let's get a couple of these SHAGGOTHS in here, shall we? It'll be expensive, but what can you do? And then I guess the Chaos War Shrine of Khorne. You will have a sorcerer that's in your army, therefore you don't need the regular Chaos War Shrine. Although technically... yeah, oh damn, we don't have spells here. As in, we don't have a sorcerer. That's unfortunate. Also, this means we'll need to get another Chaos War Shrine of Khorne up and running, but, well, what can you do? Alrighty. There we go. And we gotta be careful because most of the gifts here need to be devoted to getting more Dragon Ogre SHAGGOTHS. I really wish those weren't gifted units either, but what can you do? Alrighty, well, 18 out of 20, that's as good as this one's gonna get. Let's see if we can take out Ekugax. And a valiant defeat, eh? Ooh, they have the severed claw. The rest of the army isn't anything crazy. Well, our infantry are also very weak here. The trolls are going to be a huge problem. And I do wish we had some of the anti-large, regular dragon ogres, though these guys are anti-large as well. Though the bonus is actually quite small now that I see that. Alrighty, well, we got what we got, they got what they got. We gotta take advantage of the fact that they are tired and in march stance, though... Are you a sorcerer lord? Yeah, and he's a sorcerer lord too, so he has spells, and we have none. Ooh. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here, shall we?
Demons will come!
Demons will come, maybe, but not this time around, because I don't think we have any demons here. Although I suppose these guys are gifts of the gods, they're not demonic. Anyway, Dragon Ogre SHAGGOTHS, this is their debut for this campaign, and this will be our Dragon Ogre army, so hopefully they do well. We're definitely going to need to rely on them both to anchor our line and dish out the damage to the enemy spawn, chaos trolls, and other such elites, as, well, frankly, the army itself is just made out of basic garbage that we recently recruited. Anyway, we're gonna start the battle off by having our marauders with throwing axes try to annoy the enemy, and ooh, they're about to get hit. Oh man, that slow turn. That's gonna hurt. And let's see what the damage is. Damn, half HP from one spell basically. Ouch, really gotta be careful. I really wish they hadn't taken like 8 years to turn. I guess it would be better to rush forward and when dodging a Searing Doom or other sort of bombardment spell, rather than wait to turn around, because the reaction time's just not there. It's okay, live and learn. Well, some of you, the ones that lived, may learn. And alrighty, well, they're going to act as skirmisher screens and annoy the enemy for as long as possible. There we go, keep moving forward, don't turn around. That's better. And I think that was an overcast Searing Doom as well, so that one was something of a waste. Now making me jealous of the other army that has 4 of these units rather than these 2, because they do seem to be doing a decent job at annoying the enemy, though I'm not entirely sure at how much damage they're actually dishing out. I guess it really depends on which units you're targeting. It doesn't seem like too many of the enemy Daemonettes are killed by a single volley. One died, but the damage may have been there. At the very least, the enemy is being distracted by using spells on the skirmishers, and it does force the enemy army to come to us. I suppose this would have been a much bigger problem if the enemy had had artillery or ranged units to annoy our own cavalry or skirmishers back. But like this, we can use them to essentially perform the function of a artillery piece and use them to force the enemy to come to us. Anyway, looks like the enemy lord is going to come after the cav, which is perfectly fine. In fact, if we can lead the enemy lord away by continuing to annoy him like this, that would work out fairly well. Not going to do a crazy amount of damage, especially with his charmed shield up, but they do armor-piercing damage and they are quite fast. So we'll see how effective that is. Indeed, it does seem like the enemy lord is following them. I guess he really got upset at that. Over on this side, we got some Chaos Warhounds with poison. We do have 2 units of Marauders and 2 units of Trolls moving around to try to take them. It looks like the enemy is going to do a sort of skirmishing sort of deal themselves as they move them away rather than directly fight, and then I guess try to get around our units. Interesting. AI's actually playing. And then it looks like it managed to get another unit of Chaos Warhounds and some Marauder Horsemen over on this side as well, although these units are relatively weak and we're not super concerned about them, though we will send a unit of Marauder Horsemen with dual axes to deal. Anyway, our SHAGGOTHS are in, and this is their show, so we might as well watch them here. And they're gonna go after some trolls. And damn, making trolls look absolutely tiny by comparison. And hopefully we get enough kills to activate that buff from the War Shrine, as it will buff up the Dragon Ogres further. There we go. Really need a Sorcerer in this army to get the second War Shrine, get that extra physical resistance as well. Ooh, War Shrine, you be careful, buddy. You're kind of in a dangerous situation, especially as those weird spawn can hurt you pretty bad. And so can the Trolls, and so can the Daemonettes. There we go. SHAGGOTHS at least wading through the piles of enemies, and lots of the infantry dying below, both to the trolls and our own giant units. Alright, let's check back and see how we're doing here. Let's see, the Chaos Trolls are about half HP, our Dragon Ogre SHAGGOTHS are fine, and the War Shrine is doing better than I thought it would be. It really isn't that damaged. Our Lord is in here helping out as well, and we got Aspiring Champions and Marauders of Khorne holding the line, although these Aspiring Champs look to be pretty badly beat up. Looks like getting surrounded by a unit of Demonettes, even though they're sort of in the back line here, is hurting them a little bit. Over in the background, the enemy Lord is still being chased around, or rather he is chasing our horsemen around, uses a Gaze of Fate on them actually, to try to stop them, although the Searing Doom came in just a little bit too late, or on the edge of those units, and that's just fine. And he is starting to take damage at 66% HP, so good job to you, horsemen. Otherwise, over on this side, the enemy Warhounds with poison have finally engaged our units, got destroyed, and now we are fighting some spawn with our Chaos Trolls, as well as our Marauders. In fact, the Trolls are hitting them straight on, but then we got a second unit of Trolls ready to hit them in the back as well. Actually does make me wonder who would win in a one-on-one fight between these two sorts of units. Actually, now this is making me think we should probably just use a pile of trolls in this army while we wait and slowly replace each unit of trolls with dragon ogres. Yeah, it looks like when the spawn gets surrounded, they're getting pretty damn badly beat up. Over in this section, we are still barely managing to hold on the flank, but our dragon ogres look to have pushed through the enemy formation and are starting to dish out a lot of damage. The enemy trolls in spawn are starting to become the worse for wear. These two units down to about 25%-ish HP. And our Dragon Ogres appear to still be fine. Well done to you. And it looks like the enemy Horsemen and those Poison Warhounds, or regular Warhounds that tried to get us in the back, are also done for. Lovely. Ooh, and they've moved in their Severed Claw, their Regiment of Renown of Aspiring Champions, although considering we had two of our own Aspiring Champions, they're not going to do anything crazy. And besides, it's the Trolls and the Spawn that we were, well, the most afraid of here, and the Dragon Ogres are cleaning house, it seems. I guess the summon was the proper thing to do. Yeah, now we have to keep this army around. Although I suppose if we might want to swap the Lord depending on what happens here. I want to figure out who leads the Dragon Ogres, but I think it will have to be a Khorne unit. I'm thinking a Demon Prince of Khorne. And just like Harald, mostly because, well, it would fit in with the Dragon Ogres. Would the Dragon Ogres really follow somebody super tiny? I don't know. Anyway, there we go, just like that, a close victory, but the enemy was in a march stance, so we don't have to give chase, which is great because we don't have a huge amount of fast units. I also want to point out that the Horsemen actually managed to kill the enemy Lord. Once they ran out of ammunition, they actually just surrounded and killed him. He was a Sorcerer Lord after all, and not a regular Chaos Lord, and thus a little bit more susceptible to damage. Otherwise, pretty impressed with the work of the Dragon Ogres, who did manage to prevent the Chaos Spawn and the Trolls that hit our main lines from doing too much, and good job, giant units. Can't wait to get more of you in this army. You know, I gotta say, I'm pretty darn happy with the way that particular battle went. It certainly wasn't a valiant defeat. The Dragon Ogres certainly cleaned house, destroying enemy spawn and trolls alike without too much trouble. The Marauder Horsemen of Khorne once again showing their worth, distracting the enemy Lord and eventually killing him as well. As always, the Marauders of Khorne with dual weapons being very, very good for their cost, and once again showing why it's very viable to have just a ton of Chaos Warriors or Chosen with dual axes all over the place, because damn, they do kill. It'll probably still have to be the basis of this army while we make up the numbers of Dragon Ogres, because that's going to take a long time. Otherwise, we are going to... Well, we could heal up, but there's actually nobody to fight here, so perhaps we just sacrifice the captives for the extra money and souls, even though it's so little money compared to what we usually do. Does it matter? Probably not that much. You know what, just screw it, just enslave the captives. Because we may want to take a few territories here for our allies. And Path to Glory for Kailas Malthusdire, eh? You have Dark Fury, and we'll see if you become something useful or not. Portal Glyph and Chaos Armor are fine. But you do have to be devoted to Khorne, because I feel like the Dragon Ogres, while they're not technically Khornate creatures, they just murder things a lot. So they are an incarnation of rage, so they do feel like they belong in a Khornate army. That said, this is quite a lot of souls to invest in potentially getting nothing out of. I just want to double check, is there any research that will reduce the cost of doing that? Chaos Corruption +2 for each active gift of chaos. No, that's not it. Souls gained from battles, really need that. No, I think nothing we have left will reduce the cost of that, so it'll always be quite expensive. Up until the end, then. Okay, well if that's the case, then that's the case. Wait. Souls costs upgrade characters to a Demon Prince of Khorne. Well, that's specifically for Demon Prince, not so much for this. So if there's no way to reduce this cost, we may as well give it a try right now and see. Alright, come on, cross your fingers, please don't be garbage. I really wish this wasn't so RNG. Alright, Kailas, what do you have? Unearthly Reflexes, okay, melee defense 8, that's not bad, that certainly works. Paths to Glory, we got Gate of Khorne, Summons Bloodletters, Warband, okay, this is nothing, and this, I really wish he had Revel in Slaughter instead. The Gate of Khorne isn't bad, though. We, of course, have to find a demon race to win the battle against, but I'll take it. I wish this wasn't garbage, but what can you do? And I don't particularly like Survivor, because you have to find a battle and lose it. And that's surprisingly difficult to do unless you do it on purpose. Maybe we'll fight some weak little army at some point. Anyway, you are gonna stick around, buddy, at least for now. So start in camp stance and move out to here. You're nearly able to reach the Monolith of Bubonicus. Although that said, there's also the potential of just having, for example, the Tong grab it and then forcing them to trade it to us. They like us now, right? So they're willing to trade anything they have? Yeah, so the Tong can grab it, I guess, and then it won't cost us anything. Yeah, fine, you got it, Tong. We don't even need to tell you to do this, do we? Well, you know what? That means we could start heading you down to Carrick Doom. I don't think that you can take it unless there's no army there, but who knows? The possibility exists. I would love to go through to Stormvrak Mount, but yeah, we can't do that right now, can we? And this is more important, i.e. vassalizing Archaon. I also really wish that the defeat trait for Archaon wasn't just the worst thing in the world. And man, I really wish that Rel Morspig was the one that had the that spell. Oh, we could use this on you as well. As in, if you could summon Bloodletters, that would be great. You have Kingslayer, which frankly is kind of meh. Wait, do we no longer lose our XP if we do this? Just to double check here. Or is that only if you level up to Demon Prince? Kailas, what level were you? I don't even know what level he was. You know what? I'm not 100% sure. Wait, where were we? Our lords are all over the place and I'm getting confused, damn it. What's the difficulty of the battle if we sally out, or if we force him to sally out? It could be decent. I wish I remembered. Character XP gain... Path to Glory, plus 50% levels kept when devoting a character to Khorne. Aha. So, really, we just need to have enough for Savage Bloodlust. So we need to keep 4. Which I think is what we will keep either way. So I think we're ready to try to send you to a devote to Khorne, which you have to. And eventually you'll probably become a Demon Prince of Khorne anyway. Let's choose the path, and let's hope for something not terrible. Honestly, these things are all pretty terrible anyway, so... Alright, Rel, well, let's see what you got, buddy. Scaled Skin. It's not bad, especially if we put it on, put you on a Juggernaut. It's not great, but it ain't bad either. Path to Glory. Gate of... Yes! Yes, game! Thank you! And Unbreakable is decent. Well, again, the Survivor thing. Stop doing that, game. Okay, well, it's a little bit annoying that he doesn't have Revel and Slaughter, but if we can get somebody... Yeah, you, Slaughter Lord. Okay, you have that, so that's fine. Somebody to buff up the Lord, then you have the Eldritch Aura. Okay, perfect. We have both the decent auras. Now you can get Root Marcher, Dominating Presence, and obviously 3 points in Savage Bloodlust for our demonic melee units, and obviously Hearts of Iron to buff us up further, and then, well, I guess we just start moving into Hammer into Anvil, because, well, why wouldn't we? It's going to be all Bloodletters and Chaos Knights anyway, though that said, we're probably going to have a few... These guys are all going to be aspiring champions, right? Which means... Which means we can get some use out of Chaos Vanguard as well, which I assume does buff those guys, but Hammer into Anvil will have more units that benefit from it, so let's do that first. Alright. Non-demonic Cavalry and Chariots. Good. Alright, now you... Do you need items? Do we even have items to give you? We do have some items for you. Armor of Fortune. Yeah, you're a melee fighter with your Bloodletters, so we can give you that. Not to figure out some of these things. How many eyes? No dice. And Brass Cleaver. I feel like we don't want this on you. We might want this specifically on somebody who's more Death Star prone. We have to be a little bit more careful with the Bloodletters than we would with the Warriors of Khorne. Maybe we give this to the Berserker army. Glittering Scales, these tend to go on Sorcerers, although I kind of have it spread out to everybody right now. You can have a Potion of Toughness, though. And Gulgast already has one. I was about to say Gulgast should get the other one. And you can have the Opal Amulet for now. And just so that you can fight. And hand weapon, we don't really have any weapons, do we? A significant dearth of weapons here. Okay, and I just want to double check Gulgast for a second. You have the Armor of Fortune as well as the Sword of Bloodshed, which makes sense since you lead our Berserkers, as well as the Talisman of Endurance and then that same Potion of Toughness. Okay, this really needs to be fixed. Yeah, so we're free to give the other guy the Potion of Toughness or anything along those lines as well. I just don't want to double check Harald. You have the Crown, you have the Talisman, Armor of Destiny, and Executioner's Axe. Yeah, that's all fine. And that's all fine. Lords over Heroes, though we will be buffing up Heroes afterwards as well, obviously. The Lords need to actually survive. You can have the Talisman of Endurance then, and, well, no hand weapon once again, but the rest is fine. And we'll get you a hand weapon when we can. We should probably put the Glittering Scales on Kuchar. Oh no, but then again, he's probably going to need a an Iron Curse icon and something else. Something that will make him not get killed in from range, because he'll be on a War Shrine. Either way, let's attack Lewin yet again.
Blood for the Blood God!
Blood for the Blood God indeed, friendo. And damn, I was hoping he'd not run and we'd be able to draw out the garrison of Castle Artois, which means no dice here. What's the ambush chance? The ambush chance here at 70%. Lewin could try to go back to Artois, but then he wouldn't, we wouldn't be able to go for ambush anyway. We could try a siege here. There are no big armies nearby, although there's a little army here, and they're probably going to retake Longwy. Not that we really care about Longwy, mind you. We could try to assault the walls of Castle Artois, but honestly, this army isn't really built for it. At least not without towers. You know, let's try this. Let's see if Lewin gets annoyed and tries to attack us while we're sieging. If that happens, that might be nice. Or maybe they'll try to move another army towards us to try to bail themselves out. And in that case, we'll obviously, well, they'll suffer for it. Let's go with that. Okie dokie, everybody is looking good. Yep. And we do have to be careful with our souls now, so no more Khorne evolutions. Although those two went okay, mostly because we got the Summon Bloodletters thing, which certainly works. And I still want to try to vassalize you somehow, but I'm not entirely sure how we could possibly do that. You won't do it for the money that we have. You know what, let's not spend the money this turn, and let's see, maybe he'll be willing to become our vassal if we give him even more money. I mean, I'm willing to give him like 100k for that. Oh, there's also Scryer to consider. What's the likelihood of vassalizing Scryer? -46. Still pretty high, isn't it? I'm just wondering. Scryer is pretty damn far from us, and they do have some nice Skaven stuff that we could potentially get from them if we make nice and our friends. Not that we get any money out of this. You know what? I think we'll wait on Scryer. Maybe we'll make friends, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just subjugate them like everybody else. That's what Valkia wants. Everybody needs to serve the Legion of the Gorequeen. Alright, let's skip the rest of this. Commandment available? Okay, not that. Everything but that. Foster cults, please. Yeah. And you... Wait, there isn't the thing that heals us more, is there? No. Khorne ain't about healing so much. Path to Glory available for who? Asavar Magath. No, you're becoming a Demon Prince of Undivided, so that's not gonna happen. You, however, can level up. No, you know what? We'll wait. We're gonna be fighting Archaon shortly with this army, so have to be careful with what we exactly choose to level up. We're gonna ignore the outposts, and now we're gonna end the turn. Where could we possibly get attacked? I think this is the only place, right? So let's end the turn here, and take a look. Don't you move away, camera. Ally mobilizes, great for ally, and other ally. Oh, I don't even remember where we told Grond to attack last time. Probably somewhere in the Exiles Red Desert or wherever they are. Exiles look to be just about done as well. Oh, and it looks like nobody's claimed Witchwood. Then we can move over there and take it for ourselves. Azag, you want a non-aggression pact? We want to subjugate you. Kemmler, random war declaration. Okay, Kemmler. What the heck is this? Where are you even? Are you still alive? Yeah, it looks like he's still alive. Okay, well, that's cute. Why? I don't really understand why he did that. Sometimes the AIs feel like they behave very weirdly. Like, he's a super weak faction deciding to declare war on, like, I don't know, a quarter of the factions in the world at this point? Well, maybe not that many, considering we have like 10 vassals and there's 110, but let's say the quarter of the powers, because a lot of these factions here are trash factions. They're basically dead. Oh, and it looks like Lewin is a coward, and he abandoned Castle Artois to their doom. He calls himself king. Alrighty, well, Scryer's doing things. Ally attacks army. Wulric Woemaker. Who the heck is Wulric Woemaker? Level 22. Did somebody... Are you kidding me? You wounded Huddled Sorcerer? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He needed that Sorcerer for reasons, damn it. Reasons. Well, I don't appreciate that. Ooh, free mystery meat. What is this? In a drive to improve combat stamina across your armed forces, the High Quartermaster has been experimenting with new ration combinations. His latest concoction is a addling patty of horse flesh, pickled fish, and forest spider spinnerets, served between toasted discs of sweetened bread. They haven't a clue what they're eating, but the troops can't get enough. Army replenishment is up, but due to frequent toilet stops, movement range is down. Oh, come on, Parthok. What is this? Now, Malekith, you appear to have killed the remnants of that little army. Ah, you're gonna claim this, ain't you? She's probably gonna try to claim Witchwood as well. I guess the question for us is whether we want to attack the Plain of Spiders right now. We probably do. And then reach Clanrack Spire, or we ignore all this altogether and go for the Witchwood. Alternatively, we could just summon a temporary lord to go for the Witchwood. Damn, you know what? I should have done that last turn. Let's do that right now. Let's say, it doesn't really matter. I'm just looking in case somebody has somewhat useful traits. Yeah, let's get you, Evil Eyeball. If you're gonna swap all traits anyway, we'll do that. And we probably won't keep you around anyway, so it won't matter. Alrighty, which means, Huddled, you can have the Plain of Spiders. I'm kind of salty about that sorcerer getting killed. But what can you do? Auto-resolve this, yes. And then we'll take the place for ourselves. Oh, it has obsidian, too. Ooh, a razor standard. Very nice pickup, as well as a barbarian. And, oh, damn, the Hmong had a... the Hmong were coming here. Nah, they're super far anyway. Although, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could certainly send them to the Plain of Dogs and Icerak Gorge. Just have them take these 2 territories. I'm kind of tempted. You know what, let's do it. Let's do it. Otherwise, they'll never get any stronger. I need to give them something. Let's get this army. Mostly because it's the furthest one away. And it's when we can actually take it from them. Yeah. Alright. Request army. It's all of our allegiance, but we build it pretty fast. And, oh, right, I forget you waste the first turn. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, yeah, they'll definitely reach the place. Alright, start moving, buddy. And we'll give them some free territories. We might hold on to the cultist camp. I like the fact that these obsidian pieces buff up all of our horsemen, which I do really like. It also makes me want to trade a few other obsidian locations from our allies and buff those horsemen further. But anyway, you, minus 25, eh? All the money. Would you do it for all the money? 10.3. It's not bad. It's not bad. If we keep foregoing to spend money, we might be able to pull it off. In fact, wait, just while we're here. Vassalage. Yeah, and you're the most likely. Honestly, if Nakari could lose an army, we'd be able to do it immediately. Or if we could take a territory that he really wants. You know what? Rel. I know that you're busy in Bretonnia and you're having fun killing knights. Which, you know, to be fair, that does sound like a good time. I think we have to send him down there to annoy Nakari for a little bit. Alright. Also, we could tell you to just grab Navkazi. And then where do we send Parthok? Parthok, move down here, please. Although, if these guys are gonna go for Lair of the Troll King, I hope they don't ignore it. Oh, damn. Yeah, one of the really annoying things is that your allies seem to ignore the fact that the Skaven are there, even though they're both at war with them. And if they could just destroy whatever is at the Lair of the Troll King, we could vassalize these guys really quickly. Well, either way... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, there's attrition here? Well, nothing we can do about it. Go to the Lair of the Troll King anyway. We can siege it and ask our friends for help. Oh, this particular place wasn't attrition. Okay, why do you lie, game? I mean, I appreciate that it's not attrition, but I don't appreciate the lie, so I'm kind of stuck. Hey, what are you doing, Bearsling? You're gonna die. Why would you... I think they're trying to suicide the nearest territory, and we can't have Valkia fight Katerin, because if she fought Katerin, she'd get that stupid trait overriding her own traits, and I don't want that. Man, that's unfortunate. Which means you're gonna die unless we tell you to go somewhere, and... Alright, you know what? Go to Navkazi. Maybe we could get you some stuff. Go to Navkazi. Wait, what? You can't occupy this. It's full of Skaven of some kind. Huh. I wonder what Skaven are in here. Target is not a shared enemy. Oh, that's interesting. Fine. Move out to, let's say, Tribe Slaughter. Yeah, there we go. That's not full of Skaven. No, it's Clan Ferric. We're not friends with Clan Ferric, are we? No, okay, good. Because then we're going to attack them. I don't see a choice in the matter at all. You can take this for yourselves while Malphasdire keeps healing. You know what? Just go March Stance. Oh, damn, you know what I should have done? I should have stopped and checked about Dragon Ogres. Nope, doesn't look like any. And then we keep moving. Oh, but we also do want to fill out this army. Let's get one more Marauder in here. There you go. I know I said I didn't want to spend money, but that's like barely money. And Archaon. How far can we go? You know what? Stay in our own territory, although the healing will be diminished fairly considerably. Stay here. Maybe Archaon will try to move towards us and actually try to join the fight, rather than running. That would be real swell. And we still gotta get all the way down there, and it's gonna take some time. Alrighty, Valkia. The unfortunate thing about you is that Serena Katerin is here. But you still have to go for Hell Pit, don't you? We might lose Prague for our trouble. Although, if Serena Catron can't reach us, then it's kind of unclear whether she can or she can't. And the reason that it's unclear is the fact that this little army might be actually blocking her and forcing her to move around it. Well, I guess we'll see. Valkia, you're moving to the Hell Pit.
There will always be blood.
Oh, look, it's Metable. We couldn't summon a temporary lord here. I just didn't want to spend the money. Control, -8, local enemy presence causes fear. You know what? Screw it. Summon Temp Lord. And just get a couple garbage units in here. Honestly, I don't think the, like, 2k is gonna make a difference either way. You can defend this, for now, until we delete you. And let's keep making money to try to get Nakari to join us. Especially since Nakari's a relatively strong faction and has a vassal of his own on top of that. So if we were to vassalize Nakari, all of this, all of Northern Ulthuan, at least in the outer ring of the donut, would join us, which seems quite swell. Also, how are you for vassalization? Still not super likely. 44, eh? Yeah, we need to get something else that she wants. Plus we need to get her to lose, like, half her armies. Or ideally all of her armies. We'll see. Alrighty, is there anything else that we can do this turn? I'm thinking that we probably won't be finding any battles. You can siege for at least one more turn. I want a couple towers so that we can send the bloodletters up there. Or we could just abandon the siege and head to Nakari's place, rather than having the army get damaged. Although if we did sack the place, I mean, it's a Pyrrhic victory, we wouldn't lose anything. Because I'm thinking, what if we were to sack the place and then immediately move so we don't lose the point, and then go to Longyi, heal up, sail out, and then move down to Ulthuan Town, and try to grab Tori-Varesk hopefully before they do. Or Elisale, it doesn't really matter. Just something that we can trade Nakari. It's certainly an option. Although I do have to wonder how much damage we'd take actually attacking this. We do only have one Chaos Ram, and no towers, which means we'd have to climb those walls.
Blood for the Blood God!
And I don't know how much we'd heal here. That said, they don't have the better towers. You know, let's quickly fight this. Let's just quickly fight this manually. The thing is, it's a trivial battle, as in it won't be tough. It's just I have to wonder how many losses we'd suffer here. Generally speaking, I wouldn't fight a battle like this, but maybe we can slightly minimize our casualties. Who knows? Oh, it's this map. Okay. There's still a lot of towers to consider, but we do have treed approaches in various places, which could potentially allow our units to climb. We could also put the aspiring champions on the ram. There's no way they're going to die from that. And the Swords of Chaos directly towards the gate, while our other cav wait outside, maybe head up there immediately. Maybe something along those lines. Alrighty, so let's do this. You guys here, and here, and here. Hopefully by virtue of the fact that we're hidden in the forest, they won't deploy any units here. No guarantee, of course, but we'll see. Then, oh, wait, no, we should put these guys here instead, shouldn't we? Yeah, you know what, I like that better. You here, 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 here. Hey, actually hide. Thank you. Alright, the rest of you, oh look, the game put the aspiring champions on the ram anyway. Start deployment right there. You guys head directly towards the gate. There's only 2 towers here, so it ain't so bad. Then Knights of Chaos, you're gonna head towards the gate as well. And then all of you, minus you, I guess, are gonna have to try to climb those. Well, screw it, all of you climb. 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 And because you are more worthy or worthwhile, or I want to preserve you more than the Marauders, let's have the Marauders run up ahead of you. And then all of you will head towards the gate with the Knights of Chaos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Alright, let's get to it. Start, ram, go, and you guys climb. And you guys move forward just to take some hits. Alright, here come those shots, it's okay. Let's make use of those trees here. They're still firing on you. Which is good, because they're wasting their time. You know what, in fact, stay in the trees, let them keep wasting shots on you. And there we go, Swords of Chaos, activate your speed bonus. Everybody move in. And looks like they didn't deploy anything on this side. Beautiful, all of you, move out. Break through this gate. Oh, are you not able? No, you should be able to. Axes can break through gates. There you go. I think pretty much anything can break through gates. You know what? Screw it. We are going to destroy this gate. What? Shatterstone. We have to select this? Okay, I guess that's the way we do it. Alrighty. And you guys are... Oh, you're already through. Damn, that was fast. Okay, well then in. Everybody in, please. Everybody in. We probably didn't even need to have everybody climb. Oh well, it's all good. It's all good. Infantry move, and aspiring champions drop that stupid ram. And move forward. Alrighty, how are you guys doing? You guys through? Yes, you are. Alright, all of you. Together. Right here. Right there, go cap that. Alright, any spells? No, not really. And aspiring champs. Okay, you guys can move in here. Oh, we gotta be careful, the Swords of Chaos are gonna get hurt here, because they're trapped in the middle of every single thing. And we need the aspiring champs. Fortunately, the enemy is getting off those walls real quick. Yeah, I probably should have just Shatterstoned one of these instead of climbing, but I thought that the enemy would have more units up there for us to kill. But oh well. Alright. Knights of Chaos, or Swords of Chaos, back off a bit. Mostly because you're getting hurt. Let's try a Penumbral Pendulum on... I mean, we only have the one. Try it like this. Hopefully that does a decent amount of damage. That was okay. Bounced off. And Swords of Chaos back. You forward. Oh, if only we had just piercing bolts of burning, then that'd have been amazing. Alrighty, and... Alright, everybody up those walls. And this battle should be quite over quite shortly. Alright, Swords of Chaos back in. You should be good now. More or less anyway. And you go after their lord, although it isn't technically their lord. Let's also buff everybody up here while we fightin'. And yeah, there we go. You try to go for those trebs as well. Alright, archers should get ripped apart, and then we need to hit those knights errant in the back. And everybody else is running through. Oh, they're getting chased by a unit of men-at-arms. Okay, well that's great for them. And now I guess we can just watch the rest of this battle. May not be a cinematic, but we can at least make it pseudo-cinematic. You guys charge those, Hey, not you. One of you charge, and then I need you guys to go after that treb. And how are we on this side? We got more units. Alright, hit the enemy on the sides, please. There we go. Alrighty, and it looks like the enemy's having a pretty bad time, surrounded by bloodletters. Well, I guess that does does sound like a bad time, so it makes sense. And I do imagine that the enemy army will rout shortly. Looks like the Lord's having fun, at least. And I assume... Oh, wow, you are getting hurt. You were probably getting hit by the trebs. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. And the rest of you are in here, and it looks pretty good to me. Actually surprised that the battle's still going. Alright, well, you're all capping things. Does the speed at which you cap things increase depending on the number of units you have? Or is it static regardless, as in you have 50 units or 1 unit, and it'll make no difference? I have no idea. And oh, the foot squires? No, just men-at-arms with shields are just impressively still holding. Although it looked like it won't be for long. Rip them apart, bloodletters. Way too many of you are not swinging those swords right now. They're right there. There you go. They're just running past you. There's skulls to collect and blood to spill. Alright, well, regardless. And the battle. Yeah, I think we certainly did that while minimizing casualties to a pretty decent degree. We certainly lost a few of the bloodletters, but otherwise looks pretty decent. Alright, well then. To Ulthuan we go. Arel can always come back here, it's just that we need to do something at Ulthuan. There's also the option of stopping by and trying to take out Khorne. I do have to wonder how much the sack value is, although I do think that that might have paladins or Not just Paladins, probably Pegasus Knights, maybe Grail Knights, probably a lot of decent stuff in the garrison. Now, we can't raise it, I'd love to, but, well, that'll take your turn away from me, so let's just sack it. And you got the Kurgan Chieftain as well. Nice. Alright, and Rel, you can indeed reach Longyi in a single turn, so let's march Stancia and back it to Longyi. And this has... Man, it's got a pretty nice garrison. Although...
I will not.
I do have to wonder if this garrison is nice enough for them to sally out if we were to actually siege Khorne instead. I don't know, but I think we'll have to find out next time because we out of time and I'm calling it here. Next time we will try to save up even more money for at least a turn and maybe vassalize Nikari without having to send Rel. That would be ideal, as well as trying to continue or complete the vassalization of the Clan Molder faction, which just needs the destruction of the lair of Troll King so that we can take out Hellpit and bring it to ourselves. Hopefully that'll work and then we get a Skaven ally to get some Skaven stuff into our forces. That would be perfect. And otherwise, we will continue our... well, actually, we will start moving, I suppose, Harald to Ulthuan. Though he may actually have to fight at Clarak Spire. We'll see about that next time, so stay tuned for more Valkia. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.